Alright, well, sorry, but it looks like there was a little bit of miscommunication on the start of the match. But we're here, we're in, we're halfway through a Coliseum push match. And right now it's in the favor of USF. Not looking too great for WMU at the moment.
Another day, another bounty. Don't
But
let them take another step.
it's a long match still, 5 minutes on the clock. And the closer it gets to our base, the easier it should be to hold out. So let's go Broncos.
Hostile mark.
Alright, Raiders gonna get an early pick on the Tracer, which means WMU's gonna be up on kills right now. Raiders playing really aggressive. Top Robin King takes down the Zarya. We're gonna watch as Lucio goes for the 1v2, takes out the cat, goes down to the Vendetta, but that was pretty effective backline engage there. Baptiste is caught off alone there, gets down to 34 HP. Oh, Baptiste's at least gonna be okay. Sigma and Reaper pushing as our main group here. But here comes the Kiri ult coming out for USF. Zarya gets hit by the Sigma ult in response, goes down. 1 HP on the back line. Vendetta's tearing us up right now, but he's gonna go down to the Reaper shots. It's just a cat alive for USF. Oh, and Kiri. We're dropping the point to chase their back, and if we could stagger their supports here, it's pretty good. Down to 3 minutes on the clock, and we have about 110 meters of push to go. Hop on this Sigma. Play the front line. Vendetta pops her ult and gets responded by the casting ult. Goes down instantly. That was very good for Western there. We missed it a little bit ago, but last time Vendetta ulted, she took down 3 of our 5 guys holding the point, so getting rid of that ult's going to be a big ups for Western. Block from Sigma. Oh, the Baptiste ult comes out. Zarya gets instant responded, but Zarya also gets her ult all the time. Lucio ult's going to respond to keep the HP up. And should be pretty clean sweep for Western there. Western still has the ult on Reaper for top Ramen King for any response here. And we've closed the gap by a good amount.
This is my favorite part.
Looks like Western's going for a regroup here. Use some of their time, get in a better position. Trying to get this Tracer, but Vendetta goes down instead. Cassie's up there. Sigma's 1 HP for USF. The Cat's 1 HP for USF. Sigma's gonna clean up Jonah's tank. Clearly doing a lot better than their Sigma.
We're almost there.
Western's about 20 meters from taking the lead, and they are still sitting on. Oh, Reaper ult got burnt, so we have Sigma ult and Cassie ult coming up very shortly. But about a minute left on the clock. We're setting up a regroup. See what happens. Tracer ult goes out, but invulnerability field saves him. Sigma ult comes out, and as well as Cassie ult, but the Sigma just eats it up with his shift ability. Their USF Sigma goes down. So does their entire team, basically. And we're looking at basically Tracer and the cat alive, I believe? About 13 meters off, 30 seconds on the clock. WMU's taking the chance to go regroup instead of pushing the point for overtime. They're going to have to get there really quickly. There's only 17 seconds left on the clock.
Catch easier than waves.
Little confused. They're pushing towards it. They get the escort. I don't know. Alright, okay, we get to the point. We're gonna go into overtime. The Curie ult comes out, Jetpack ult comes out. WMU just goes down as a whole team, all 5 dead. And it goes to USF, match 1. A little confused on that play. I think they had the pressure to sit there and push it out, but they took the chance to regroup, and it looks like it got them, bit them back. So, we'll be waiting for match 2, or... Oh! Was that a warm-up? It was a warm-up! You know, I take everything back. That was not USF. They did not brief me on the status of their matches. But knowing that now, it looks a lot better for WMU going forward. I think that was a nice warm-up. Get the hands ready. I'm looking to see how actual match 1 goes. Get back to you then. Alright, alright, alright. Should be starting up actual match 1 against actual USF shortly. And here we are. We got Sojourn Band coming out for USF and Diva Band coming out for Western Michigan. We're looking at Lijiang Tower playing Control. Let's see how this goes. In the past, Western Michigan's been pretty good at Control maps and even better at Lijiang Tower. So let's see who we're getting for picks and what kind of strategy might be coming out of Western today.
Ready for battle.
Oh, hold on. Some technical difficulties.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Initiating
And
launch.
I guess we are still at Lijiang Tower, but a different map. Not sure why. I think it might have something to do with being able to see the champs that are banned and picking them. So we've changed that, and now we're in game.
For battle.
So I'm already seeing out of USF here a Vendetta pick. What got me back into this game, that character. Very, very aggressive backline dive character. Oh, swapping off of it to an Enri. Oh, back to Vendetta. Playing with my heart here. And they got a Vendetta Sombra. So USF is looking for a heavy backline dive comp when it comes to their
Capture the objective.
DPS characters. Out of Western, we're seeing a very fast, aggressive engage. And they're going to just hop on point instantly. Let's get a better camera angle up here. Vendetta, Sombra's on the backline diving the Symmetra right now, but he's going to get jumped on by the Lucio. Vendetta's going to get picked in the middle of their whole team. And Jonah goes into Nemesis form. Does a good amount of damage there, but gets pushed off a point by the Jetpack Cat. Going to get hacked, heel cut. And Western's going to take the point pretty handedly, dropping both of their tank and one of their DPS on the Vendetta. Makes it pretty easy to hold this point off. I'm going to see the swap from Domina to Junker Queen. A lot more aggressive tank, so should work out in their comp's favor. I think Domina was too passive a tank in the first place, but I think they're looking to get early boops off the map with herself. As for Western, they're holding down this point pretty good. They got their flanks covered, and most of USF is pushing from the front here. Nemesis form just instantly nukes the Junker Queen, and the Jetpack Cat goes down. Anna's left all alone, 1 HP in the backline here. Picks up the health pack and is able to get out for now. Looks like a lot of Western got pulled off point after Jonah went for the engage there. Maybe some miscommunication came in, but Jonah's being healed up pretty good. We still have control point at 56%. Anna's gonna boost Junker Queen. She's gonna be really strong right now, but Jonah doesn't care. He's got all the heals in the world. Junker Queen's gonna go down. Cassidy on Western's gonna go down as well. And Vendetta's got the easy escape on her E dash there. Really handily solid position here for Western. All their ults are gonna be up before the next fight. And it should be a bit of an ult spam coming through. And there it is, all 5 ults up. Vendetta goes for the Sword Slash. Instantly kills Jonah with it, even though he was not even on her screen. Top Round King goes for the Reaper ult. Gets 1, but it's just not enough. They're going to hold most of their ults and just let USF take the point there at 99%. Do still have Ramatra, Cassie, and Lucio ult. 3 very powerful ults, especially when combined in unison. Jetpack Cat's gonna pick up 1 and drop him off and goes down with it. Wow! I didn't even get to see what happened. USF just full clean sweeps Western right off the get out there. And we're gonna get a regroup. Luckily, they were all killed at about the same time, so there's very little stagger. No waiting has to happen here. Oh, big Jumper Queen ult coming out here. Lucio ult in response. Doesn't get the heal off because they're all heal cut, but the shield is going to be enough to keep him alive. We're looking at a Ramatra ult coming out. The Reaper's going to go down. Cassidy's going to take 1 with him. Jumper Queen's 1 HP in the front there. Goes down 2. Should be an easy capture from Western Michigan here after that fight. They're going to just try and get a touch, stall out as much as possible, but I don't think it's going to mean enough for them. Sombra's pretty good at just touching the point, keeping it into overtime. She's at 1 HP though. It's only going to take 1 shot. Anna's suck all alone. Vendetta gets on point as well, but she gets nuked instantly, and that is Western for map 1 of match 1. Very well played. Very intense fight there at the end, but looks really good out of Western. Got a little rough in the middle with some of the ults coming out on USF, taking a lot of kills, but shouldn't be too hard for Western to keep up. And with up a map, it's definitely looking in their favor. We're not gonna see. We are gonna see a swap into Kiriko for Western. And Kiriko Lucio swap on the side of USF. Cassidy has a lot of chances to do damage on this angle here. And that is going to push him though. Gets a nice headshot. Alacrity's going to finish it off with the Kiri. Dagger to the face. He's going to dive in. Just melting them right now as Western takes a solid lead at the start of this second map.
The battle ignites me.
Here's your scoreboard. As we can see, Vendetta's doing a lot of work for the damage on the side of USF, and that Torbjorn is kind of, or the Torbjorn swap actually was playing Sombra, was not doing much for the team. Maybe the Torbjorn swap's going to help them out a little bit. On the side of Western, everybody's basically doing their part, and it's looking really good, just all around for Western. And that is basically
First to learn that lesson.
just a perfect example of Western being a little bit more higher on the chemistry, cohesive. I can't think of the word right now, but pretty clear Western has a dominant station, a dominant position right now in this game. Checking ults. Looks like no ults yet. The next closest is going to be Ramatra for Western. Desanya gets picked there. Maybe a little bit out of place. Here's the Ramatra I was just talking about. Comes out. Takes the Torbjorn instantly. Vendetta's either able to jump out. Kiri ult for USF comes out as well. We swap into Nemesis form for Jonah here. Just getting absolutely swarmed by all these tiny little characters. And is not able to get much effectiveness out of that ult at all. Just 1 kill. Western should be trying to look to get out of here. Here it goes down. Trying to get a little bit more time on the point. But now they're gonna have to wait for the Kiri to come back. Watch Jonah, see how he engages this fight. Barrier comes off. A Ramatra ult from USF comes out. Nope, that's just Nemesis form for now. Apologies, we got Fury ult, we got Vendetta ult in the back line, takes out top Ramen King's Reaper. A response from Cassidy takes out the USF DPS. And now it's a battle of left and rights here in the middle. Ramatra ult for USF comes out, Lucio ult in response. It's a lot of damage coming out. We're gonna see somebody go down, surely. And it's just back and forth, perma healing, nobody's going down at all. Vendetta joins the fight back out of spawn. Ramatra ult for Jonah comes out, and there goes 1, 2, 3. And that was a crazy response. Took the Ramatra ult from Jonah to get anybody down there. And we're at 91% for Western. If they can hold them off for just a little bit longer, this map is going to be theirs. Lucio goes down. They're going to get a touch with Kiri and Ramatra. Kiri goes down. Ramatra goes down. The rest of USF pouring in just to stall out as much as possible. But it's not going to be enough, and Western is going to take map 2. And that should be game 1. I'm pretty sure it's a best of 3 on Control, so I'll see you at the next game mode. Let's watch the play of the game, actually. Ireland soft on the Vendetta. Yeah, it kills the Ramatra from behind a wall. This character just does not care. Gets the downward slash, takes 1, 2, and 3 with him. Very well played from Western. And I'll see you on the next map. Thank you. Alright. Welcome back. We're in Atlas. We saw a Cassidy band come out, and if I'm going to be completely honest, couldn't tell you the other one, but they're clearly scared of Desania's Cassidy. But Atlas, match 1, or game 1, match 2. Looking at control again. And we'll see how this goes for Western. Oh, and we're reloading. Should be the last time that happens. Look at this beautiful map. Great colors, very vibrant. Definitely like, what is, like a Northwest Africa inspiration. And we'll see the comps. So we're seeing Jonah's iconic Ramatra coming out. We're seeing Top Ramen King on his Reaper again. We're also seeing the Kiriko Lucio comp for supports, and since the Cassidy got banned out for Desania, we're seeing a Sojourn pick. On the side of USF, we got our Sigma. DPS is going to be the same as the start of last match with the Vendetta Sombra. And then we're seeing Kiriko and the new support, which I'm not actually sure the name of. Again, we're seeing a very engage heavy DPS core, but a more passive poke tank for USF. So we'll see how that works out for them. Kitty Cat instantly dives on Sojourn with the Vendetta and takes her out. Macha's taking a lot of frontline damage here. Trying to get some poke off. The Sombra's right behind the team of WMU, and USF is going to take the point first and start building up that percentage. Desania gets a pick on the backline. Kiriko down a healer. USF is going to have to think a little bit more about how they engage these fights. Top Ramen King is looking a little low. Ramacho's a little low as well. WMU, Reaper goes down. Going to get the hack off. Alacrity goes down. Jonah goes down. Sojourn's the last one with Lucio. Sojourn goes down as well. Lucio not able to do much in a 1v5 scenario there. We already have Sigma all up off cooldown for J-Man. Might see it come out pretty quick right here as WMU's very grouped up. They don't know if he has his ult just yet. There it is. It comes out, gets Top Ramen King and Jonah. The cleanse coming out for Kiriko saves their lives. Jonah's at 1 HP though. The Sombra on the flank might get the pick, but it doesn't come down to that. We're already seeing a 99% from USF. It just happened so fast. Ramacho's gonna pop his ult. Top Ramen King gets a double kill in the back line, and Western's going to get control of the point after a pretty brutal fight. Jonah's left with 70 HP after all of that, and he's looking to run back to his healers and get some support. Right now, what I'm seeing is Western's not able to keep those supports safe, and it's kind of biting them in the butt on these fights. We're going to see if they can change that up a little bit. With the Sombra Vendetta, is a little tough, especially in these tight corridors. If such supports are going to get split, Vendetta's going to dive the backline and insta-kill the Desania Sojourn. Lucio ult in response. The tree comes out as well. And it's kind of just a brawl to see whose ult goes first. Top Ramen King's going to pop the Reaper ult and get 2 instantly. Kiriko's going to trade with Kiriko. Ramen King's going to get a 3rd kill. Looking at an easy play of the game there. And Western holds pretty strong. Burnt a lot of ults on both sides for that fight. We're seeing Sojourn ult coming up next for Western, and Sombra ult already up on the side of USF. Going into overtime here. Vendetta's looking to get an early touch. Jonah's getting pretty low, hasn't burned his Nemesis ult for that bonus armor. Sombra's on point. 1 HP, gets her ult off in time, thankfully. Sigma ult gets canceled? Didn't see it go off. And it's kind of a brawl for HP right now. See who can live the longest. Alacrity really low. Vendetta coming back into the fight after going after the backline there. So support goes down. Ramatra is the last one on Western that can really do anything to this front line here, and he's going to go down too. Top Ramen King gets back into the fight at 99%, but it's just not enough to get on point, and it goes to USF. 1-0. We're going to see Sigma quick swap to Doomfist. Let's see how that works out. I think it'll be a lot better for this dive comp they got going on. Just ignore the Ramatra as much as possible and get on that backline. But for ults, we have Curie ult on the side of Western. Nothing on the side of USF except Vendetta ult's coming up really soon. And we also have Ramatra ult. There's the Curie ult coming out pretty quick. We swap Nemesis form on Ramatra, and that's going to do a lot of damage, but nobody's going to go down just yet. It's a really split up fight here. Sombra's going to ult. Ramatra ult comes out. Just started to stay alive on the point here. Takes one of the supports with him. The Doofus dive takes out basically all of Western's backline. Curie's still up with Jonah to maybe keep him alive a little bit longer. Vendetta's 1 HP, gets the hack off, and Ramatra goes down. See the scores here. Vendetta is already 19-3, doing really good work on the side of USF. We're going to see Jonah actually swap off his Ramatra and instead play Orisa. See how this goes for him. Ramatra is a lot more of a poke and kind of peel character, especially against this engage comp. So we'll see how that works out for him. It might be in response to the Doomfist though. We're going to see USF's Kiriko go down pretty quick actually, and down a healer is going to be pretty good for Western Michigan in this situation, but Desanya goes down as well. If they're able to get this Vendetta, then this fight should be free low. I think we should really start focusing him. Reaper ult comes out, and Vendetta goes down. He's getting pretty low on Jonah right now, but he's going to face tank the Doomfist as much as possible. Maybe get the pick on him, and we're able to take over point and start building percentage. Pretty disorientating fights right now. Everybody seems pretty split up. No picks really coming out until the fight starts, so we're just going to get 5-on-5 action all game. Jonah's playing really aggressive up here. He gets hindered. About half HP on him right now. Doomfist punches Jonah into the wall. He's able to build up another punch. Vendetta's 1 HP in the backline, gets picked by Desanya, and without the Vendetta there, their main DPS, it's going to look a little rough for USF. Orisa's going all in, punches them off the tree. USF loses a support, loses another support. Doofus is left all alone with no healing. 88%, 90%, looking in the favor of Western Michigan right now. They're predicting the Sombra flank as is. And Desanya with the easy pick on the Sombra. We're going to point 3. Orisa come out, and it seems to be doing pretty well with just staying alive and playing the point. I think it was in response to the Doomfist, now that I think about it, with her E preventing her from being pushed back, or shift rather. Simon gets hacked by the Sombra, just being a nuisance in the backline. Oh, here we see the Orisa ult coming out pretty quick. Doomfist is able to jump out of it. Doomfist responds with his own ult, going for the point. Deals a lot of damage, instantly takes out Alacrity's Kiriko. Dives on the Doomfist. Doomfist not looking too great where he is. He gets the teleport off, saves his life. Jonah's 1 HP. Doomfist is down. Jonah's last one on point goes down as well. Lucio jumps in, goes down as well, and it's just 1 by 1. Western Michigan falls. They're putting in some good effort here, but I think the Orisa ult was maybe just a little bit too soon. They wanted to get that Doomfist as quick as possible, but his ability to escape is just too good. Vendetta's around the corner. They don't know. Pops the ult. Oh, takes out Alacrity, takes out Lucio. Reaper's down 2. Jonah goes with him, and it's a clean sweep for USF. Really well set up combo coming out of USF there to get the hinder off and just beat him down with the Vendetta ult in the engage. Doomfist is kind of split off here. Reaper ult comes out very early. Curie ult comes out in response. Reaper gets the first kill off. Vendetta gets one. Sombra gets the other. And both tanks down for each side. Jonah's going to be a little bit closer on the respawn. Vendetta's going to get the health pack. Gets the pick on Desanya. Swinging like crazy. Reaper's 1 HP goes down as well. And that's Flashpoint 2 to USF. A really, really strong hold from USF. Let's hope that that changes up a little bit for Western on this fight. Vendetta is putting in a lot of work on the side of USF. 32-6. Really efficient play.
This ends now.
You see Desanya pull out the ult, trying to get some headshots with her railgun. Sombra in the backline gets the hack off on Lucio. Not able to do enough damage to kill him, but gets out safe and sound. Desanya goes down, and that ult gets very little value, sadly. The Curie 1v1 goes to USF Baka Baka. Reaper's able to get out. Rest of Western is able to get out. But USF's playing actually very aggressive here. Doomfist ults to get out of the tight spot he was in. Lands down. Takes Sojourn with him. And Alacrity goes down as well. And it's just not looking good at all for Western here. Very scattered fight. Didn't seem like they really knew what they wanted to do here. And it's already 40% towards USF. Western's gonna have to get on this point quick. Here comes the flank from USF. Instantly takes out Kiriko. Sojourn goes down as well, and it's just really disoriented. We got Vendetta popping home. We got the Reaper popping home. Response takes 2 with him. Doofus is 1 HP. Curie's 1 HP, and it goes down. It's Western to take the point. USF had a really nice idea of what they wanted to do there with the flank, but the ults from Western just came out at the perfect time and are able to make it pretty fairly stacked in their odds. They're in their favor. Jonah doing some frontline damage here. Sombra is going to go down after popping her ult in time. USF support pops their ult too. Curie's getting low. Has to teleport out. Jonah's not looking too great up here, but is able to get a lot of damage off on their supports. Goes down in the backline as Vendetta's cleaning house for USF. And pretty quick, easy fight. They had the ults in their favor. And it's just not enough for Western. Match 2 goes to USF. And we're going to our third match of the day. We're gonna get some crazy moves from Doomfist as he gets play of the game. Just a clean sweep, basically, from USF, and we'll see you in match 3. Alright, we're coming back on a beautiful Shambali monastery. Maybe. Get to enjoy a nice meal while my boys fight for their lives in map 3. Got some I know you're curious. Just eating some spaghetti. Very nice spaghetti. Warmed it up in the microwave myself. Pretty dedicated trooper. But let's see the teams here. We're gonna get see Sigma pick out of Jonah. Pretty good on these push and hold maps. Got that poke damage coming out. Gonna see a lot of different picks actually on both sides. With Sojourn May. Why is this character? Juno. Coming out for Western. And on the side of USF, we're seeing the Ball, Echo, Sombra, Jetpack Cat, and Juno as well. See how this goes for him. Desanya's already 1 HP as the Ball dives into the backline. Sigma's trying to do as much damage as he can to get him off, but pretty aggressive fight on the side here to get the high ground out from USF. It's looking pretty good for Western. We got some low health bars, but oh, Echo goes down to a headshot. Oh, the Ball gets a double kill, triple kill. And Western's gonna have to fall back and regroup here. Pretty rough fight for Western, but not looking too bad. Still a lot of time on the clock. Alt chargers are fairly even. Desanya's in a little bit of a skirmish over here against the Sombra. Goes invisible and just runs up for the flank. The truck tanks all the bullets. Ball comes in, just doing some disruption. Gets a little low though. Sojourn also a little low. Juno goes for the engage. We're seeing a DPS Juno player goes down. Desanya's 1 HP as well. The Ball is completely cut off for the May wall, and Western's gonna get a pretty good push going here as USF has to regroup and prepare for the next fight. Alt chargers still pretty even. Jetpack Cat and the Ball leading with Sojourn also at 80%. Oh, there's the Wrecking Ball all coming out. Desanya goes down to Sombra. Probably took a little bit of damage from one of the mines from Wrecking Ball. Jonah's looking a little low. We're going to have to get some healing on him. The Ball goes in, and we're going to fight in this tight little room as Juno goes down as well. Or Jonah, my apologies. Juno did end up going down as just a little bit farther. Got pushed off the map. Western's going to have to regroup, set up again. And we got 3 ults on both sides with May and Sojourn all coming up very shortly in the favor of Western. A lot of time on the clock. Wrecking Ball be doing Wrecking Ball things, just disrupting. Sombra's looking to get some damage here. Goes for the ult. Hits basically everybody. Echo turns into Sigma. Gets some decent damage off, but drops off pretty quickly. Sombra on the flank, just poking. Wrecking Ball goes in for the engage. Western's up to a support and a DPS at the moment. Pretty solidly in their favor, as they're going to get a lot of push going. Maybe even get that first checkpoint, unless Wrecking Ball contests for overtime, which I'm assuming you will. Jetpack Cat goes for the ult and just gets instantly nuked after missing everybody. Mayall comes out, zoning the point there. J-Man's Wrecking Ball goes down. Echo's 1 HP flying away. And goes down as well. Sombra, 1 HP, just falling back. Not worrying about getting a touch right now. Looking for a pick. And Western's moving to checkpoint 2. Sombra still on the flank. Sojourn spawned right behind him, though. Gets a lot of damage off, but it's Sombra. Easy get out. Grabs the health pack and runs away. Still seeing a little bit of backline fighting here. Wrecking Ball ult comes off, cutting off these stairs. Jonah's completely lost up there. Going 1v9. Jumps off the ledge. He's still getting dove on by Wrecking Ball. A lot of damage coming out. Jetpack has 1 HP, gets to fly away. Desanya goes down to Sombra. And it's not looking too great for Western here. A weird position where they're all pretty split up. Jonah's cut off on the side. 1v1ing their tank with a... Both of them have a pocket support going. Gets down to about half HP, but the heals are coming through. Juno very low right here. Maybe the Sombra sees him. Just a little bit of damage and he goes down. Wrecking Ball does it and finishes him off. Sombra, Wrecking Ball, and Echo all go down about the same time after Juno dies. And Western has the Nutman advantage to push this point to the next check. Or push this payload to the next checkpoint. So, pretty strong, pretty solid fight from Western there. And we'll see how this goes. Hopefully we can get to the second checkpoint. Oh, Sigma ult comes out after the Maywall blocks up the Wrecking Ball. He goes down instantly. Well played by Jonah in that ult. They're staying together right now. That Sombra is getting zoned off by Juno of all characters.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Echo is gonna ult Jetpack Cat? It looks like. Doesn't get the ult off. Juno ult in response. We see a Cassidy ult from Desanya. Gets 1. A Wrecking Ball just trying to zone as much as possible. Ults to maybe get a pick on one of the backline, but it's just not enough. And Western holds out and gets the second checkpoint. Pretty solid fight all around for Western. They kept it all together, and we'll hopefully see that continue on to the last point here. From experience, this is one of the harder points in all of Payload to take, as this little turn angle that they're on is pretty brutal. Jetpack Cat's a little low. Jonah's going also about half HP. We see the Mayall come out, just zoning off of this Ramatra. Easy pick for Western. Sombra's in the backline, maybe looking to get Desanya. It's just not going to be enough. USF is getting pushed back pretty hard as this payload is inches from reaching its destination. They're going to get the stop, they're going to drop down, but this is a force fight that they have to win if USF wants to take this map. The Jetpack ult comes out. Jonah's going off the map, nothing to respond with. He lands on the edge, he's still alive, and he makes it into the building. That's really lucky for WMU, and this should be able to help him clean up. Cassidy ult comes out from the side corner. He doesn't see anybody, the payload's blocking him off. He goes down. Soldier 76 sees all. Jonah's going to go down as well. And it's going to be a quick cleanup for USF. There's not much time on the clock. Western's going to have to get back really quick if they want to push this point into the end and win this map. Or, well, at least finish it up. Jonah swaps the Wrecking Ball just to get the rollout in time. 11 seconds on the clock. He's already half HP. 8 seconds. Running out of time. Jonah's going to be able to get there in time to take us to OT, but he's going to go down pretty quickly. Turtle goes down as well. Orbital laser comes down for USF. Desanya's doing what he can to stay on the point, but it's just not going to be enough with the Ramatra up. And we're not able to finish off, but we get 2 points for WMU. Pretty solid fights. Like I said, it's hard to take that last point. That corner is brutal. The spawn is really close there. Lots of cover and choke points. But we'll see how Western does on defense this time. All right, we can show the scoreboard. Jonah popping off with damage as always. Ireland Soft on the other side also doing the same.
Ready for battle.
Great healing on both sides. Well, actually, Western is definitely dominating the healing sphere. Now that I take a better look. We see a lot of changes coming out with Reaper and Ana being added to the side of USF. And Hazard coming out as the tank. It's going to be a really aggressive comp with the Sombra Reaper Hazard. It's something we've seen him pick a lot recently, so
5, 4,
we'll see how that works out for him on the attack. Oh, we're seeing a Hazard swap off. My apologies. Seeing Ramatra come out instead. See Jonas Sigma. We got Cassie, May, Juno, and the Goats healer. J-Man goes down pretty quick. Quick cleanup by Western. Takes out 2 already, and that's going to stagger USF a bit. That was a really quick fight in the favor of Western, and I got myself stuck in a corner. Sombra's just been a nuisance all game long. He's not putting too much pressure on Western, but it's annoying enough to stall him out. They're really, really fighting for this this high ground. J-Man's stuck in this room. The Bastion swap coming out for USF is going to be a lot of damage pumped really quickly. Jonah's going to drop down, hold this point a little bit. The backline's getting tore up right now by Bastion. Jonah's just going to face tank it. Gets the rock off, but doesn't stun him. Maywall comes through, saves Jonah. He's 1 HP. He goes down. May get some time to touch, but just takes the death so he can regroup with his team. Doesn't want to get staggered too much. And we're pushing towards that first checkpoint in the favor of USF with 2 minutes on the clock. Maybe we can get some pressure off before. Wow, we almost see Cassidy go down instantly. Ramatra ult comes out. Jonah goes down pretty quick after the ult pops. Same with the rest of Western. Just pretty quick cleanup.
Your arrogance will cost you. Our lives are short. Will you share yours with me? Devour them.
And we're moving on to checkpoint 2. We got Cassidy and Sigma ult up for Western. We got Sombra ult and Juno ult coming up pretty soon for USF. Oh, speaking of, we see the Sigma ult come out. Doesn't look like it grabbed anybody. Cassidy ult coming out in response to the Juno ult. Goes down while casting it. They were down to support, healer, everybody. And Juno is the last one alive for Western. Really quick fight out of USF. Really well fought. Just took advantage of Cassie's immobility in his ult and pretty much nuked him. Some aggressive play by Jonah here to get some pressure on the point, but just not enough damage to break through Ramatra's front line. Jonah do what he can. He gets instant nuked by after the Ramatra pops all. The Maywall comes down, maybe blocking off some heals, but the damage is just all in the favor of this Ramatra right now. He's doing all the punches he can, and he takes out basically all of Western again.
System compromised. Catch you later.
We got May ult. Maybe hold as much as possible. Soldier pops his ult, but it gets instant nuked by Jonah, hitting him with the rock straight to the face. The May ult comes out. Doesn't really catch anybody, but it was good enough to zone him off. And USF is forced to fall back, but that costed a lot of ults from Western just to get him off this point.
And Alo's a sitting duck right now.
Just watch this Nat character for a little bit. See what they're trying to do, what they want to accomplish here. Now, we see the Cassidy ult come out for Desanya. Doesn't really get anybody hit with it, but it's able to maybe slow USF down a little bit. Jonah's doing what he can to just pressure this Ramatra off and is able to do some damage. Desanya gets a double kill at the same time. And Western's able to push USF off again. We'll see Sigma ult for Jonah should be able to apply a lot of pressure and damage on this next fight. Juno ult in response could maybe heal him up off of it. We'll see how this goes. Jonah's going really low here. Able to get healed up pretty quick. We'll see if he pops the Sigma ult, and he does. Doesn't catch anybody. Tried to get a weird angle to grab two. Not able to pick anybody up. Ramatra's kind of picked off here as both the DPS for USF go down, and the May wall comes out again. We're seeing the Ramatra in the same situation he was just in. USF healers run away. And another strong hold on the side of Western. We see Kiri ult up for Western, and Juno ult still being held for USF, but they're going to have all their ults up before Western has 3. So, we're going to see a pretty intense ult-heavy fight coming out shortly on the side of USF. Good rock from Jonah. Able to slow him down a little bit. Here's the Sombra ult, the Juno ult. Jonah's getting really low, 1 HP here. Soldier's going to ult after getting pushed back a little bit. Jonah's trying to do as much damage as he can and barrier off the Soldier, but he goes down in the process. Desanya has his ult. Maybe we can see something coming out of him. Kiri's putting as much pressure on the point as possible to slow him down, but goes down in the process. There's the Cassidy ult. Maybe slow him down. Keep him off point. Doesn't get anybody with it. We see the rally coming out from WMU. Anna boosts the Ramatra. We'll see him swap in the Nemesis form shortly. He's going to do a lot of damage if he does. He stays in regular form and basically wastes the Ana ult. It's a pretty aggressive fight here for this point. Jonah's gonna gets 5 of them! It goes down in the middle of the air! Oh, what a tragic event. He almost had a beautiful play, but it was just too little too late on the side of Western. And USF takes the map. Whew. Crazy fight. We almost saw the Jonah clutch on that ult. But shame to say it was just not there. That's going to be match 1 towards USF. And we'll see you match 2 in about half an hour to an hour. Thanks for watching, guys. Go Broncos.